lovey, it's Lucy Vital. Welcome to my channel. And as always, it would mean so much to me if you like, comment, and subscribe. So today I was thinking that it's almost the end of January, and how have I worked towards my intentions and manifesting them? And one of the biggest issues I realized that not just I have, but many people have, is that sometimes we forget that we're not trees and that we can move. Case in point, relationships. There are many people that are in a relationship simply because they live with that person or because they have children or they've invested X amount of time. But the more time that you spend unhappy, if that should happen to be you, is the more time you're going to continue to be unhappy. Now, I'm not advocating for anyone just giving someone their walking papers, but like Maya Angelou said, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. People don't change often. The things that you don't like about a person generally don't go away. And the only change that can occur is the change within you. Sometimes we have to accept who people are and know that the version of themselves that they're giving us is the only version that we can get. And so a lot of people say that communication is key. Comprehension is key. The desire to comprehend or to do better is key. So if you're having the same conversation over and over and your emotions and your feelings are being invalidated, at what point do you realize that this is as good as it gets? And are you okay with that? For me, I was in a relationship for several years and we had different values, different temperaments, and it was not good for me. I was not thriving the way that I should have. I'm a sensitive woman. I'm a girly girl. I like affection and attention and someone that can be patient with me, because when I'm in a relationship, I'm not going to do something intentionally to hurt someone. So to be with someone that feels that you're doing things on purpose or that something so small could turn into something huge was very distressing. But because of the time invested, I personally thought that, okay, I'll just deal with it. For me, it was slowly taking a toll on me. And so fortunately, I'm no longer in that relationship, but it was a wonderful lesson in the fact that you can't make fetch happen. You know, some people you're just better to high and by with, and sometimes even then that's a little too much, but you have to know what you can deal with. I don't believe in settling. I think that you should always have the best. And if the best means that you have to be alone or you have to shake things up, that's what you need to do. Life is short. I know it's a cliche that we hear 24/7, 365. And well, this year, +1 for leap year. But life is really short. You want to be around the people that make your heart smile, that make your eyes just so bright, you know? And to just stay with someone because you've already been with them, I don't believe in settling. I'd rather be happy alone than to be with someone and be made to feel like I'm alone. And so that's a personal decision that only you can make. There are bills, there are children, there's everything that you have to consider. But what's it gonna take for you to do what you know you should be doing? If that means to stay, then you stay. But if it means to go, go. If you're Christian, there's a Bible verse that says we walk by faith and not by sight. And some have to let go of the person that is just not right for you to find the person that is. You have to be willing to step out on faith. For myself, being born and raised in New York, I always said that, you know, for as long as my dad has breath in his lungs, I will not leave New York. But then a curious thing happens to you when you get to your 40s and you start to realize that you're not as immortal as you think that you are. And you start to see different changes in your body and how you think and how you feel and the things you're willing to put up with or not. And so I made that change. I left that relationship and I did not turn back. I mean, I didn't even get to chuck my deuces. It was just cut and dry. But I was proud of myself. It took time, but I finally let go. And when I was okay to be alone, when I was enjoying my own company, here comes Chino. And as they say, the rest is history. So be willing to take a chance. Don't be foolish. Don't just do something just to do. Think things through. But if your heart's not glad and you've done all that you can do, believe that the universe or your higher power will guide you to make a better decision. Another aspect of that is work. We're so afraid to leave what we know. We're so afraid to leave the people that we've gotten used to, kind of like a relationship. But if it's toxic, if management is saying one thing but then doing another, if you feel like you don't feel comfortable with your coworkers, it's all for a reason. We have a range of emotions for. If you're at a place where you're unhappy, you're undervalued, you're not getting paid what you'd like to get paid, you're not a tree. If you know that you've talked to the people that you need to talk to and there's no change, ignoring something doesn't make it go away. And you know what? We all want to make more money. But money isn't the only thing. You have to be happy when you're at work. It's not always going to be perfect, obviously. But this is your home away from home. And whether you want to believe it or not, your work family is now, well, they're your family, work family, right? So take a chance, think it through, you know, don't have your mortgage go into default, but take a chance, step out on faith, do the research that you need to do, you know, talk to the people that you need to talk to in your life. If you changing careers, going back to school, leaving another job, leaving for another job, you don't want to take any brash decisions. It's so important to always think things through, but step out on faith. You're not the only person that feels the way that you do. When you get up in the morning, you need to have purpose. And so maybe that discomfort in your job is there to help you do the thing that you thought you couldn't do, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, whether it's a pet walking business, you know, a resume writer, whatever it is. Maybe this situation that's happening at your job is the catalyst to get you to go to that next level. Or maybe it's for you not to work for somebody. You feel the way that you do for a reason. Honor that. And also, where you live. When I first moved to this complex, it's going to be 2 years old in August. I moved April of last year. It was tough. I mean, I would say the majority of the things on the lease that you're supposed to follow, many of the residents did not. And I'm kind of a rule follower. I love rules, I love boundaries, I love order. And moving here, though very pretty, it was not. I feel like anything that was on the lease, many of the tenants went above and beyond to do the opposite. And I had been in that management office so well. I knew when the cleaning staff would be there. It was just, I was always there. But you know what now? They know me and are happy to see me. It's not that annoying unit 232 anymore. It's, hey sunshine, how you doing? And me getting them gifts for Christmas and us getting along really well. I had no idea that I would do such a 180. And that just goes to show you, even if something doesn't start off well, things can always change for the better when you least expect it. And I did not expect to enjoy now speaking to management and enjoy, paying my rent. I mean, you do it because you have to, but I look forward to doing it now. I don't wait till the last minute like I used to just to make sure I don't get a late fee. If I can do it a week or two early, then that's what I do. And it feels really, really nice. So where you live has to be a place of peace. And if it's not, what are you going to do in 2024 to make it a place of peace? Does that mean that you need to wait for your lease to be up and move someplace nicer or someplace more quiet? Does that mean that you purchase your own home? What does peace look like for you or sound like for you where you live? You know, sometimes it might involve a major step like purchasing a property or even selling one. But again, life is short. I know that we get comfortable after about the second or third week of January and fall back into our ruts. But I'm like, you know what? I'll be damned. I'm not going to settle for anything. And I don't think that you should either. You don't have to go nuts because Rome wasn't built in a day. And I always know that baby steps are still steps. So, with all of that being said, I hope you remember that you're not a tree and that you can move. And it's scary to move. Sometimes we're forced to move. Sometimes we don't want to, but things happen. But you know what? There are no losses. There's just lessons. So I hope that this video finds you well, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching my video.